boys. In this one, we'll be talking about why you need to leave your hometown. If you don't leave your hometown, you will remain average forever. You probably got the biggest goals out of all your friends. You're stuck in some suburb. No one around you's trying to win. You got high prices, high taxes, shit energy, shit women. You can't expect to grow in that environment. You must leave at some stage. 18, 19, 20, 30, whatever. You have to leave at some stage if you really actually want to reach your goals. Once you get around the right people, right energy, everything will fall into place, right? I talk about it all the time. It's basically a compound effect within everything. So when you're traveling, when you're out and about, it doesn't matter where you are, Asuncion or not, Paraguay or not, you need to fucking leave. Because as I said, it's a snowball effect. You're around people that have made the same decision as you. They have left for a reason. They're sick of it over there. They've had enough, right? They feel like they're not growing. They feel that they're at a halt. So not only are you around the right people that are on the same page as you and made the same decision you made, you're also in a situation where you're away from the negative bullshit energy that is basically stopping you from reaching your goals. In most of the cases, you're going to be going to a country that's a lot cheaper, much cheaper than what yours is, therefore saving money or having a better lifestyle. Usually both. Usually you're saving money, therefore investing more, you get ahead quicker, and it basically just becomes a fucking no-brainer. Like, what are you thinking about? Like, I was lucky enough to be from one of the best cities in the world, Perth, right? We've got some of the best beaches, really safe, really good place. And I still decided to leave. I still knew it was a bad idea to stay there. And yet, you're in fucking England and staying for some fucking football game or something. For the football. Like, what are you doing, mate? You gotta wake up. You fucking know it in your head. The West isn't built to grow. You're gonna get ahead quicker, you're gonna grow quicker, you're gonna be around the right energy. Stop thinking about it. I was fearful before, right? Super fearful, probably the most out of most people. I got programmed by the bullshit, and I thought it was 100 times worse than what it actually is. Like, look at this place. This is third world. This is fucking third world. What they say, it's dangerous, you're gonna die. You're gonna get sick. Don't fall for the bullshit. Just come out and see it for yourself. You'll realize. As you guys know, I just moved into an apartment, so I'm gonna be staying here more. I'm gonna have a proper base now. I'm gonna be here a little bit more than I was originally, which is fine. I'm happy with that. Remember though, all you need to be making is 2K a month. You can live in some pretty nice places, just like this. Places in Thailand. It's not fucking hard to make some money online and get to 2K a month with a US company just through a job. Learn high ticket sales. Start an online business. Do freelancing. Whatever the fuck it is. You will fucking regret it. Imagine your 40s, your 50s, and you didn't make the decision, just leave. Stop thinking about it and do it. If you're watching this channel, you haven't left already, make the fucking move. Thailand, Vietnam, Paraguay, Colombia, Mexico, Argentina. You've got all these places that are fucking amazing. You're genuinely going to want to stay there. You're going to want to live there. It'll be a good growth experience. Anyway, lads, I'm off to the cafe. Basically what I wanted to say, guys, is it's a win-win on both ends, right? You get away from that bad environment into a good environment. You're still earning US dollar or, you know, currency from the West while traveling online, having flexibility, doing what you need to do. Obviously, having the bigger difference in savings or a better lifestyle because the prices are cheaper. So as I mentioned before, right, that's why it's just basically a no-brainer decision. Now, I have just set up and officially kind of exited the Aussie tax system. So I will make a video on this, guys, but it's been fucking done pretty much. I've paid it all off in terms of the tax, and I'm setting everything up properly. That's another option you end up leading into, right? If you really want to, once you're making more money than 2K a month, of course, you can move your taxes. If you're not happy to be in your hometown for more than 6 months a year, you can just move your taxes as long as you're not American. That to me is also just another fucking no-brainer. The fact that I don't even need to stay in Paraguay. I'm not trapped here. The fact that all I have to do going forward is I cannot spend over 6 months in another country. That's the only thing I can't do. I was traveling anyway. I'm happy to be outside of Australia for everything apart from the summer, really. And I don't even want to be there every summer. I don't even go there every summer. So that's what's in the works for me at the moment, guys. I've basically got it all optimized now. I'm in the right place. I've got the right base. I've got a really good network around me. I'm learning Spanish, moved my tax, I'm setting up the banking correctly. Everything's really starting to form for myself in terms of just, like where I'm going in life. I'm kind of at like a new chapter now. Before it was all about, free to make money online. Now starting to get a little bit more serious. So just kind of feels crazy, honestly, that I'm a Paraguay resident now. I live here. I don't know, it just doesn't seem real that I have this flexibility in my life. I'm not getting robbed anymore. So happy about that. Anyway, guys, later tonight, gonna head out for dinner with George, maybe a couple mates. Maybe we'll get his opinion of how he felt leaving and how he feels now, because he's been here for over 6 months now. So maybe it'll be a good thing to ask him and see, where his head's at in terms of the difference of staying in, your hometown to moving out and leaving the West. Just heading off to dinner, guys. Now, if you don't remember George from the first vlog, he's one of my best mates back from Perth, Australia. He made the move out here to Paraguay with no job at hand, just some savings, and he made it work, right? So we'll ask him about it. Just finishing up, getting ready now. As you can see, one of the better sushi places here that we're going to called Fabric. So I've been there a couple times, pretty sweet spot. What's going on, guys? Just with George now. As I said, if you saw from the last vlog, he rocked up here in October, eh? Yeah, October, and he's still here. So obviously made it work. He started high ticket sales. So let us know, lad, like where are you at now and how long did it take you to start earning your first bit of money from high ticket sales?
Yeah, man. So I came in October, basically started a few different roles. Didn't really get much luck, man. Didn't really get much traction. Nothing really I could have done about the situation, but ended up finding one off the back of a recommendation of people I met off Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the important things about Asuncion, man, and like getting out there is like the connections you make.
Would you say building your Twitter helped you?
For sure, bro. Like it put me in touch with the right people, and even now, like I don't have a massive Twitter following, but it put me in contact with like a good network of people and got me in some interviews, man, with some pretty big fish. So it's been good.
What would you say to someone that wants to leave, right, but doesn't have the money yet in terms of like solid income monthly, but they've got savings?
Do it. Because the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to go, you're going to spend your savings, you're not going to find anything, you're going to have a fucking good time, and you're going to go back no worse off than you were the first place. You just have to rebuild again. Like the alternative is you do absolutely jack shit. You sit on your pot of money that isn't even yours anyway because the bank's got hold of it, and you just keep thinking to yourself, what if? And like the later you get in life and the more responsibilities you have with things like houses, with things like kids, with relationships, the less room you've got for risk. So you're way better off doing that. You're way better off doing that now than later down the line in the future.
Basically, guys, what he said is right. It's like, it's a win-win no matter what. If you have to go back home, you have to go back home, right? Like, you're still gonna meet a bunch of sick cunts. Sorry about the noise. Not only that, you're going to go and meet 20, 30, 40, 50 guys that are already making money online. So your limiting beliefs and all the bullshit you thought that wasn't possible, you now know it is possible.
You have a fresh perspective.
You literally just saw fucking 20 people making money online. and then you go back home. So now when you go back home, you're like, well, this is fucking possible, I can do this. So it's a win-win either way. I highly recommend that you fucking leave and just test it out. Anyway, we're at pool, so we're gonna have a game just after sushi. Let's get it. Fucking chockers in there, so we're going to a different place. It's walkable, so it's not too bad. Fucking Macca's, the old joint. It's a fucking deck, eh? Fucking A. Not bad, lad, not bad. This is George's crib, kitchen here. How much do you pay, George? So this is 800 a month, mine's 800 a month, so this is what you can kind of get. We get a clean once a week. We pay like $15, $20 a week to have someone come in, clean our place. I get my laundry done as well. So just optimal setup, and yeah, George's actually got a pretty fucking sick view. Really? From your room? Let's check it. Yeah, right. Let's see. Alright, so basically, finishing up this video, your life is super fucking predictable right now, right? If you actually look in 10 years, you probably know where it's gonna be. So the reason why I recommend leaving your hometown is because there's a lot of opportunities, right? A lot of room to grow, make money, get around the right people. You're gonna be the dumbest in the room, which is what you need. You're gonna learn a new language. And basically what I wanna talk about is this formula right here is how you're going to escape, all right? You need to remember this and do this. As long as you know this formula, you're good to go. So the first one is assets, okay? This is how much you have in savings. This is how much you have liquid right now in your bank account. Here is the expenses you're going to have, and this is your passive income, all right? This could either be passive income or online income. Because if you have online income, you can still fucking travel, right? Which is the easiest way to escape. What you need to understand is that this right here is the main thing. Your expenses in the West are going to be anywhere between 3, 4, 5, 6K a month for a good life. Obviously, the lower you have this, the easier it is to escape. So, in a place like Paraguay, Colombia, fucking Thailand, Bali, whatever it is, this is going to be very low. This is going to be 1,500 a month, maybe 2K a month. So if you're living like a king for 2K a month, this is gonna be 2K. So let's do the formula. Assets, maybe you have 0 in the bank. Your expenses are going to be 2,000, the passive income, right? So ideally what you need, obviously, is your passive income or your online income to equal 2,000. That way, your expenses match the income you're making, and therefore you can live, you can be free, right? Now, it doesn't have to work this way. You don't have to have online income. You don't have to have passive income right now. What could happen for you is you save 10K, your expenses are 2K, and maybe you're making no passive income or no online income. Say this 0. So what that means is you divide 10,000 by 2,000 of your expenses equals 5 months free. You can live in whatever country it is that has expenses of this per month for 5 months. If you don't think that you can generate an online job or online income in 5 months, you're an idiot, right? You're around entrepreneurs. You see it's a reality. You're gonna be meeting people that are gonna be making money online. You can apply for jobs. It's not hard to learn high ticket sales or whatever skill it is out there to make just 2K a month. That's all you need to do to escape, right? You start here, and then what ends up happening? You save a shit ton of money because it's pretty easy to get over 2K a month. You can get to 5K, 10K a month, not that fucking hard. If you stay in these countries, the gap between what you save, not only gonna live a better life, you're obviously gonna have more savings, therefore you invest more, you do whatever you want with that. You can live a better life, you can retire earlier. This is what you need to know. If you don't break down the fucking numbers, you're never going to escape. So, work it out and do this formula. Once you understand it, you've got something to work towards and you're good to go.